Hey man, what do you think of the Venom movie? I'd say it's like a pretty good spin-off of a Spider-Man villain. I like it. It's pretty good. With the whole yeah, yeah. Anyways, um, when do you think you're gonna get an upgrade? What do you mean? Well, the creator has kind of had you for about like almost 4 years now, and you've been maintaining your same structure, but overall, you're just a Funko figure that's customized. Yeah, I know, but an upgrade for me is in the works as of this moment. Well, maybe. Um, we'll just have to wait and see. Oh, is that Venom? On to the tour review. Fred, nah, I think this guy wants to eat me.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. It is your boy Joe, and today we'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Venom, the one from the movie. But yeah, sorry for my absence. I didn't upload all weekend last week. My excuse being that I didn't feel like uploading, but that's not a good excuse. But I'm sorry. I will hopefully maintain a schedule. Hopefully get a review out tomorrow. I did say it was going to be Zuko for the review, but it's not like you guys are gonna view it anyways. You guys didn't like the other one, my last Avatar figure review. Anyways, painting and sculpting this figure is amazing. You can see the individual details that they added to this figure. The white veins aren't they're not just painted on there. If you look closely, they're actually sculpted in there, which is a really nice touch. I have the head with those little tongue out, little intricate details. I say it's really accurate to the movie. The whole build wise and all that. It's a really tall figure here. And I actually have like a new tactic here. Use a tape measure. So let's go ahead and measure the size of him. He's about around almost 8 inches tall, about 19 centimeters. Alright. And yeah, for scale, here is my Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man, which, as you can tell, is at least about 6 inches tall, as you can see right there. Yeah, it's like about 6 inches. But yeah, we put that to the side. But yeah, this figure looks really great. Its height, stature, it really gives that movie appearance. That tall Venom-esque thing. The little sculpting that they put into this figure is amazing. And the sculpting of the veins, like I've said before. One thing that I did not like in the Venom movie was not the movie itself, but this overall design was the fact that he has human toes. They're not just human, but why does he have to have toes? Why? He didn't have to have toes. He could have had feet similar to this one, like as in the comics or something. I have another figure that I will compare to him later. But yeah, but for now, let's see what this guy has to offer. As for this figure and his accessories, he doesn't have that much. Starting off with his head, he has this sinister looking smiling face with a closed mouth. And here he has his open mouth with tongue hanging out, which they did put a lot of detail into the teeth. Even on the inside of the mouth, if you look closely, let me see if I can get the lighting properly. Hold on, let me see if I can get it angled properly so that it shows. If I hold it like this, I can't really, maybe if I pry open the mouth a little bit, but if you really look in there, you can see that they have a sculpted little uvula. Let me see if I can zoom in. See right there's like a sculpted little uvula. It's pretty cool detail. I don't remember him having one in the movie, but yeah, I guess he does. I guess he does now. Anyways, next we'll be moving on to his hands. Starting off with these fisted hands, and he has these open or clawing hands. And this is the last thing you see before Venom eats you. Man, that actually looked cooler in my head. And that was it. But what lacks in accessories hopefully doesn't lack in posability. Starting with head, he can look up that far, It's kind of just him looking slightly higher. He can look down that far. It's not helped because of this, dumbbell joint. It is a pretty good dumbbell joint, but it's like a short one. So there's not much range going at the head, side to side, all 360. Slight head pivot, not much. Arm goes out that far. Swivel. Hold on, let me see if I can swivel at the shoulder. It's kind of hard to do that. Swivel the bicep. Double jointed elbow. Hinge at the hand right here. A line there for also to be a swivel. Arching back, which is whoa, that was a huge arch. Whoa, way up. And then he has a pretty good crunch. It's pretty decent, much better than the Spider-Man over here. These two actually have like a similar articulation style, but for some reason Venom's is just more effective compared to Spider-Man's, since it's only really the bottom part that's being used. Because if you look at that, see, there's nothing happening, and the ball joint Venom is like much more effective. And there's also, like I said, ball joint here, also pretty good swivel at the midsection. This is just a single hinge, so that allows there to be some pretty good crunch. Leg spread is really good. Leg goes out that far and back that far. Swivel at the thigh. Double jointed knee. And a hinge at the foot. And a pretty good pivot. And that was it for this figure's posability. But that doesn't limit it from having some pretty good poses. Overall, I think this figure is great. A pretty good figure. And yeah. But let's ignore all the rest of it and let's get to his size comparison time. Here he is next to my last review, the Marvel Legends Iron Man Mark 46. Here he is next to the Figma Doomslayer. Here he is next to the SH Figuarts Iron Man Mark 6. Here he is next to the Marvel Legends Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man. Here he is next to my Diamond Select Toys, or Marvel Select, Venom, which is my, slightly taller than him, actually. It seems like this Venom's actually standing at a whopping 7.5 inches, while Venom over here is at, like, lower than half. I'd say, this one's a little bit taller. Don't mind this. This is a little custom piece I made. But on my foot statement I made earlier, you can see how this foot's like more of like a comic book accurate foot, and how this one's like more organic looking with the toes. So one a little gripe with it, but they're both pretty good figures. But if I was to choose, I really like this one. This one's pretty good despite the articulation differences. But and here he is next to Lightning McQueen. Overall, this figure's great. Disclaimer that I'm mentioning right now, this figure is not mine. This is actually my cousin's, or, over at, one of these channels that I put in, because, I don't know which one to mention. Just mention that one. Put the link to his channel below, and a link to this figure below. But that is all the time I have for today. Look good, stay safe, everyone, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.